we're back, I think. Probably.
Katawa Shoujo drinking game. Whenever something cringeworthy is said, take a shot of lemon. That's what I'm doing.
Dead by halfway through the first act.
I've already had like half of this lemon.
Okay, so I guess we should do a recap. On the last episode, our main character Hisao had a heart attack.
Nothing
It's been
important.
it's been 4 months since his heart attack, and he's been transferred to Yamaku Academy, which is where he will begin his new life, and where the game entirely takes place, except for like that one time where you go to like the middle of nowhere and you just sit there and do nothing and then go back.
And the town near Yamako.
Yeah, that's still basically the same thing though. There's also
Yeah.
the city, but that's close enough. Oh god, you know, I just realized this game has an established game world.
It's based on like, what is it called? Like, what was it, Brown?
Brown University. I like how the ritual so far has been start the episode, rant about nothing for a while, and then actually get started. So
Yeah.
we just finished the prologue. We are now on to Act 1, and
Kisa walks up to the big pearly gates with his heart plushie. He's ready.
yeah, he's ready. He is ready to get a wife.
He meets Kenji and he just turns around.
He's just standing there. Hey, I'm done. I'm gonna go to homeschool. It's a school called homeschool.
God.
The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster stumbled into a hole that didn't feel welcoming at all. What was that sound? Don't like sounds. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh-cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder.
Oh.
I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one.
It's a university.
I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie.
You're the only one here, he said.
You're the first student. It makes me wish there's somebody here that I could anchor myself to. Something tangible. Instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension.
So he needs to talk to girls. There's no, like, friend that a male he finds to hang out with.
Yes,
Besides,
Kenji.
he doesn't like Kenji.
Oh, dude, he loves Kenji. The trees hum with the wind, and green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. Makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a common color. So why am I feeling so anxious, despite all this greenery? Maybe the bright red that's actually dominating the scenery here. Ellipses. Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore, unless I turned around and walked back through the gate. That would be completely fine. Feeling nervous, and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Nikki?
Naki.
Nakai. Knack. Knack, ladies and gentlemen. Nakai.
He looks around pointing at him. Knack, ladies and gentlemen.
He walks in, Mutual turns around. Knack, everyone. And everybody turns. Look, it's Knack. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Mutuo, or How the hell do you pronounce this guy's name? Can we... Mewtwo?
Mewtwo?
Mewtwo. My name is Mewtwo.
There we go.
Welcome.
For my money, my best Pokemon.
Squirrel.
Mewtwo.
Welcome. Sorry, that was a bit delayed. We exchanged a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. We got Pokemon to fight, he said. Oh. Should I go later?
No.
Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me?
Get hype.
With bated breath, staring at the... Yeah, they're all sitting there. Get hype, new student!
Oh no, I was just getting hyped because I'm pretty sure decision's happening soon.
I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable for a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher's saying. You retard. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? And here's our first choice. Let me explain. Right now, we have to make our decision on what we're gonna go down. What path are we doing, Patrick?
Okay, so let's see. RIN'S kind of comedy writes itself. Because it does, it's already there.
Until the third and fourth act, but by that point, the humor's got everybody hooked. They came for the humor and stayed for the emotion.
Oh, at least nothing happens. We could find a lot of things.
I'm not doing blue character.
Okay, Lily's is fine. Just fill the void with just a fake story that's going on, a subplot that's going on. A war between...
I know which one we're doing. So, if we're going down RIN'S route, which is the best one.
Oh, okay, fine, RIN.
We're gonna do... Why? Why? Do I have to? Of course not.
And the choices early on are just kind of more complicated, in the flowchart type thing. Because it's all just plus this character, plus this character. If you have this, then you go down this. Then get to later on, to mid, it gets kind of more obvious.
I think I remember how this works, how to get to this route, but it's the hardest one to reach. If we fail, I'm not going to go back and load anything. We'll just go down whatever path we end up on. But I would...
Kenji path.
Then the playthrough ends there.
Kenji
and we'll just start again with Cole. Of course not. That's why I asked. Right. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door, down the third floor, corridor.
Wait, is Mewtwo his only teacher?
No, I think he has other ones. Mewtwo's the only one with a personality. Down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Mewtwo opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. Again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. It must be Articuno.
Ice glass.
Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. And we enter the classroom.
Oh, we get to see all the cool kids.
All these extremely important characters, such as Grumpus. Grumpus 2.
Names. I'm gonna see if I can quickly get their names.
I like how only 2 characters here actually have names, Tanaka and Miki.
They all have names, actually?
You know what? I didn't come here to get lip from you, Patrick.
God.
Yeah?
Images,
I'll be right back.
Wow. Well, while he does that, I'm gonna quickly... Just too much boredom, it's fine. Just bear with me. Shoujo. Shoujo, let's talk about yearbook. So we can talk about all these background characters because they gave them all names and said all their disabilities. Okay, let's talk about let's see, who was there? Um um Girl in the middle front there. Her disability, her name is Ikuno Kamaki. She has diabetes. Um there's um there's Knuckle.
I was told to look at a baby. I had to look at a baby because it was wearing my old clothes.
That's a nice meme.
Yeah, it is.
See the girl in the middle front there? I was just saying that she has type 2 diabetes and her name is Ikuno.
I like how you're more into the lore than I am. That's terrifying, dude. You need to get that checked. I'm the one with the thesis on this game.
Your guy has tetanus? Oh.
Cane guy has cane. Anyways, I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gaze of my new classmates. In order to avoid their gazes, I look directly at them. That's a good idea, Hisa. You've done it.
He stares Nako down.
And he like starts to have a panic attack. And he's like, yes, Wiver. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's a lot of space left over around and in between desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. Sorry, hold on. Sorry about that. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop, walking in front of the classroom, and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They must all be freaks! They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's not just immediately obvious. Then, I notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the...
Who? Miki?
There's the guy with the paralyzed arm, guys. There he is. Look at that paralyzed arm. That's it.
It's pretty good.
The rest of this is a side effect of the paralyzed arm.
Wait, what's his name? It says here. What's its name?
Wasn't it like Icky?
It's Taro. Taro Ari.
Alright, he's me.
And the girl beside him has carpal tunnel.
Oh no. This guy, we hypothesized that his disability was being gay.
Wait, it actually says what his real disability is here.
I don't care. No, that is his real disability.
Yeah,
Despite the natural tendency to listen when somebody's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and I see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands, as if it will make her invisible. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. Probably writing the script to a goddamn awful storyline. God damn it. She's kinda cute. God damn it, Hisa. So's the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I seriously don't know how I didn't notice her, like, literally the second I walked into the goddamn school. Look at the drills, man.
The drills don't pierce the heavens.
Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing and thanks for this applause I absolutely did not deserve. After the applause, there's a brief silence that nobody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. The teacher soon realizes that he should probably say something. He opens with some unintelligible noise, shuts up as he loses his momentum, and then starts introducing me. I love this guy. Just,
Mr.
yeah,
Mackay,
yeah. Nicki Minaj.
it's Knack, everybody.
Yeah. Knack, ladies and gentlemen.
And they're all like, yes. I really want that game to be good.
Nobody seems to be too interested. Maybe I should have said yes to the whole self-introduction thing. Probably realizing he doesn't know anything about me. He just ends up saying my name wrong again and asking me to write it on the blackboard. I do that and then turn back to face the class, feeling awkward. I listen to the teacher as he drones on and on and on and on and
Wait, is
on.
that Akira in the back of class?
Who?
Akira.
That?
oh,
No!
oh yeah, oh yeah. Also, it's been frozen for like 5 minutes for me.
Oh. Um, well,
Wait,
um,
wait, click it. Click the thing. No. Um.
you can't,
Oh no! It's
I,
just.
I can't reset the screen share because it won't work anymore.
Hear me.
No!
I did it.
I don't think I can reset the share screens, dude.
I did it.
I don't think it will work. I'm telling you, I don't think it will work.
I did it.
Can you see anything?
I see Gay Man. And
You- Wait, so
Arcade.
hold on, it worked? What the hell? My internet's out.
Everybody seems to be listening to him.
Oh, dude, okay, that's nice. Alright, I guess it worked. And when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a really weird thing to do. Yeah, they're just giving you standing ovations.
Wait, can you just go back for a second? Go back. Can you go back until the camera pans the other way? Just keep going.
No,
Okay,
that
see-
isn't Akira. Akira has a goddamn job.
I know, I was just saying, look kind of like her. They have red eyes.
Well, look, just Hellspawn. Who cares? The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Makes me
God.
feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. I really need to figure out a voice for this guy. I'll figure it out later. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good.
Also, the girl in the front row.
I don't care. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better? Right? Yeah. God damn it, Mewtwo. I hate you. And so Mewtwo thrusts us into the most unbearable first act in video gaming history. How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. Wow. Is Jigoro taking over? It's tacky. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. Even the name's annoying. Ah!
It's not Shizune, but okay.
Yeah, it is. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly looking girl. Light pink hair and gold eyes. Golden eyes. Waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her, by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Ah! Go, have fun. Have your fun. Now you get to do some.
Wait, what is bubbly supposed to be though? How that's not actually describe a human being. What is bubbly? It sounds sexual.
No. No, can I just point out your extremely enthusiastic laugh? You just nah. Come on, man, you gotta put some energy into it. It's
exclamation point. It's nice to meet you. What?
flawless.
I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Nisha. This is Hakamichi Shi-chan.
Flawless performance from Patrick Brown.
Well, that's basically how you'd imagine her to sound.
Giggling. Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. The game's audio's been turned down. I'm gonna fix that. Whoa, that's way too loud. Alright. She nods once. Oh no. The one I saw using sign language before. Looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. This is still too loud. Oops. There we go. She nods once, nonchalantly, to show like she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. What are these sounds? Entertain my guests.
Aiden's two of these fake characters. They were designed to just be the worst. Basically. Yeah, this is blue character, the one with the blue hair and who's deaf. We call her blue character. She's basically blue. And she's just the worst story. It's just nothing. It's boring. It's about gay people or something. I don't know. It's awful. And these are the people who are gonna be entertaining us for the next fucking first whole act is just these people being like, why don't you like us more? Like me more. Oh, please, class representatives.
What?
I'm explaining in the first act that these people are going to be like us. Do things for us now. More. More.
She has short, yet carefully and neatly brushed hair. A pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty, and by that we mean we forgot to draw it, nose. Like, seriously. What is this? This isn't a nose. That's not a nose. Dems ain't noses. And dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. Just like me. I'm sorry, I don't like how many scenes are spent with these two. It's a very painful time. It's nice to meet you. That's going to be the sound it makes. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamiki nods and makes a few gestures of her own. She just smacks her glasses and all information is conveyed. I start to wonder if the teacher is messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you.
I see you're confused, right?
Oh god, okay, can you just do a normal speaking voice and just make it what you think this character would sound like if she had your tone of voice? God damn it, that's not what I just said. Fine, do I need to take over? Because I can't even understand what you're saying.
I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was She-Chan.
There we
Because I'm
go.
pink.
Duh.
She-Chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her.
Yeah.
I'm like an interpreter, Tilda. She's deaf. That's nice to meet you too. Tell her she's fat. Probably, whatever that's supposed to mean.
You're very bubbly.
I think that means she's supposed to be fat.
No, it's energetic.
I don't know. I think it's a fat joke.
Large and in charge.
I'm in charge. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, She-Chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be standing up there for no reason. Right.
Right! Left? What direction do I go?
In a circle.
Misha looks at me with a weird expression, then continues.
We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later.
And believe it or not, that's actually important, the fact that we didn't introduce ourselves, because it means that we're not going to have to deal with these two for the entire game. Just most of it. Oh, I didn't read that. Maybe I should have introduced myself after all. Nah. Anything would have given a better first impression than the teacher's drone and fumbling with my name. Nah, this is a perfect first impression.
We knew they're...
Nice.
I'm eating a lemon. We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. Ichan, right?
What are these sounds?
What?
Why sounds? Uh, entertain them, please, please. I'm sorry. This is very inconvenient.
Ichan is what she calls you because she's an idiot. I don't know. So, that blue character, she's blue. That's basically her defining character trait. Muto, he's basically. I'm pretty sure he's drunk half the time. The only other character really in the classroom that show up again is Mako, the girl who's covering her face. She has her own route. We're not going to be going down her route, so we only see her like once, so it doesn't matter. God damn it.
You okay?
Yeah.
Take a wild guess what caused that interruption.
Blue character.
Yes. Hechan.
Like, I'm listening to a song where someone's saying it's all right, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Not anymore, it isn't.
Yep, it fits, doesn't it? No, it doesn't.
Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how.
Cause she's She-Chan and you're He-Chan.
Get it! Get it! Get it! Do you get it?
So yeah, like I said, that's what she calls you that because she's an idiot.
That sums it up.
Like, there's no real, like, it's not even like it's a funny nickname where it's like something happened, like Mystery Toilet Girl. It's just like, it's just what she calls you. It's not even like there's a story behind it.
She just arbitrarily decides, oh, that's your name now, and I'm never gonna not say it to you, and it's going to drive you through the roof. Say something.
It fits. You look just like I imagined.
Why are you imagining, like, I wonder what the new student will look like?
She looks over at the kid with one paralyzed arm. She's like, just like him, hopefully.
Yes. Then I can add another one to my collection.
Ellipses.
Do you think he'll like drills and other power tools?
Yeah, you look just like a He-Chan. No, I don't.
I'm just the very conspicuous skipping of the laugh. I wonder why everyone apparently, I wonder why everyone seems to think so.
So literally there's one person you talk to besides the
You know what, every single time it does ellipses, I'm just gonna wave my arms wildly and maybe it will come across in like some audio. Akamiki taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha, yeah, Misha seems a little overwhelmed.
Sorry about that.
Wallace.
Well, She-Chan wants you to know that she's the class rep. So if there's anything you want to know, you can feel free to ask her.
When do I get to leave you forever? Oh, about second act.
Damn it! Let's keep on our route then. Then threesome.
Yes!
You don't know. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out an otherwise fluid translation.
But she's an idiot.
It's just a thumbs up, and she's just, what is that? Thanks, that'd be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today.
I better Kenji show you around. I know amazing with Kenji.
Do you see the pure rage?
Yeah, she's pissed.
How dare you?
Ellipses? That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. You're not just a school, Ava.
You should have scoped out the joint. Planned exit strategies.
Yeah, 'cause you don't know if you might have found people like us here.
Yeah,
Anyways, even if it's a trip to the convenience store, really, Shi-chan? Really?
yeah.
Really?
I'm not pressing spacebar till you do it.
Ha, ha, ha. Console command key! Exclamation point.
Every single time she says that, she's opening up console command. Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this at all, even if I committed myself to go along with it haphazardly, but anyway.
That's good.
I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I can tell I'm a professional sign language reader.
Don't you know?
I feel like
This.
slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. God damn it.
Down. You okay?
Oh god, do you remember that time Kenji says something that is slightly logical and that puts Hisao into another bout of depression? That
Yeah.
really sums up the first act of this game.
Mm-hmm. Oopsies. Don't take it the wrong way. Please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed the test.
But I did.
Console command! Exclamation point.
Oh, I see how this is gonna be. I see how it's gonna be. Patrick doesn't want to do the laughs because it's all this character does. It is non-stop laughter.
She laughs bubbly. Because that's a defining trait now.
Alright.
Or I finished eating that lemon. Oh, people wondering.
Woo! Woo!
So I was choking when I was trying to read lemon plates.
Ellipses!
Ah, another thing. You don't have to call Shu-chan something so formal like Takamachi or class rep all the time. Just call her I'm an idiot, so I call her stupid things. And she doesn't know she's deaf.
She doesn't even know what I call her. She doesn't even know.
Yeah, she doesn't either.
Yeah, she does.
Having a nickname. Oh, she does? Okay.
She freaks out. She's like, "What did you just say about me?" The music cuts out and everything. See, Patrick doesn't have audio on his end, so the only thing he's missing is audio cues.
Ah ha ha. Okay. Maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate.
Don't be casual.
Okay. Yeah. Shizune is fine.
Remember the video of the guy with the deep Texan accent doing the scene? Maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate.
Okay. I'm just imagining Shizune has no idea she has a nickname for her, and this is Misha's stupidity. Like, maybe she'll want in my pants if I do this.
Spoilers.
I already got spoiled it earlier. Or, sort of.
God damn it, Patrick. You're so bad at this.
I was just like, her was dumb and for gay people or something.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. No, you were in the right. Continue to be apprehensive. Especially about Shizune. Well, it seemed it would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Pure rage.
Angry at him.
How dare you say that to me?
They haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now or Shi-chan will get mad.
She'll kill you. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class.
That too.
Perfect, Patrick. Perfect voiceover. Just skip the parts of the script that inconvenience you. You're gonna make it big. Shune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Oh, you. Okay, I get the message.
I'm just imagining like the mod you're gonna make where it's this really creepy guy who's just like
Dude, what about the one with Chris, who's just a guy with an afro?
no, it's Charlie.
Oh yeah, Charlie with his afro. The best. This game has a modding community. Can we point out how depressing that is?
Just imagine there's just like the neckbeard character who's just like he's just like Misha continues to talk to me about things while I continue to look at her skirt.
Huey, wait. Keep going, buddy.
Nice bubbly skirt. After class, we take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today.
The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long.
It's mentally challenging because Misha's here.
Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable, but it was all me. I'm just so smart. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha's a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted.
And bubbly.
To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. I haven't eaten in 4 months. I just didn't feed him at the hospital.
Today?
Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs to my inevitable demise.
Like in the Eye of Sauron type of beckoning, where it's like this massive being bellowing out, "Come, he's." And everyone's like, "Are you okay there?" Spreads the hallway.
We descend even below the lobby where I met Mewtwo, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, including the people, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big whoopins? That was interesting. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate.
Oh yeah, also, for a lot of the first act, it's just you mooching food off people.
Why you gotta just tell them what's going to happen? They're gonna see it, Patrick.
I'm just saying.
Especially when it's like, it's time for you to stay in line and you start going off on a tangent.
It's the cafeteria.
Hooray! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. Almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. Look how angry she is at me. I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. God damn it.
He's angry.
Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite?
Do you want to know something?
No.
You want to know something?
What?
Not anything. Well, where you at? So we should ask. There's something. Pause or something like that. Ask what or deafness.
I wonder.
I'm pretty sure you don't even ask. I'm pretty sure you're just like.
So you're deaf as a board, right? It intrigues me. I kind of want to ask something about her. But I can't really ask her something that personal, can I?
Oh, like, it's just kind of just like, come on, player, don't be a dick.
I can't come up with anything else to ask. So I just focus on my food while they talk between themselves. Misha signed back and forth, very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Conspiracies.
They're throwing knives at each other as this battle.
I quickly notice that a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk in the last row. Oh, no. She jumps a little and Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino.
Oh, you got another fat joke?
Yeah.
No fat jokes.
She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Mishin
I was
Suzune
surprised she's no Brusa.
either don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to the seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of class, I start yawning and counting the
Mind
minutes
says
left.
yes, but my mind says no.
My mind's telling me no, but my body, my
God,
body's. Oh God, how it. The end. He
I
dies.
die. Oh, he does die.
Oh, what's that sound?
Lost me. Sorry about that.
What did you do?
Oh, I have this wire with me, and I'm just kind of swinging it around. I've been swinging it around the whole time.
I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. God, I'm such a scrub. Maybe it's the
Come on,
long time spent in the hospital that made me feel like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. God.
that wasn't me today.
Before long, the final bell rings.
School's not over for the day. I
So I'm
guess.
just hearing noises. Beside me, Misha and Suzuna having a short conversation after a bit of deliberation. Misha turns to me. Ellipses. Unfortunately, we... sorry. I'm sorry.
Look, you can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We've gotta hurry. Alright, since there's a lot of work for us to do. Oh, absolutely. You'll find your way around, I'm sure of it.
Oh, wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
I'll be right around the corner. Is it so? We can only show you that much.
I guess.
Well, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. What's that?
I haven't been there in 4 months.
Oh, are you gonna encounter everyone's favorite nurse best friend?
We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as us.
We don't encounter everyone's favorite.
When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building.
I just like looked at what just happened. There's a picture of a real building. And these people. I just had a good long look at these people.
I don't wanna. Can we get going? Get these guys off our screen?
In here, there's a lot of official and important stuff inside. Like the Yonkers Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool.
Yes! How is
Ever go to a swimming pool?
How is that official?
Wait, why? He's always getting in shape. Why can't he? God damn it, Isao.
Look how incredulous she looks. Just, what did you just say to me? How is that not official?
Don't be silly, Jen. It's for the physical therapy, of course. How is therapy physical, idiot?
Why?
Now you point out her face, I just can't imagine like her being like, what did you say? Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. So nurse is like the head nurse. He's like the head nurse.
Guys, we're getting close to the greatest song. We're getting very close to it.
I'm listening to a song that's pretty good right now.
Can you please?
You'll find it from here, right? We'll go and then see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
You'll kill yourself.
Get the hell out of my face. Don't ever talk to me again. God damn it. Whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education?
Bullshit.
I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this will really be only a quick visit, like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large, and it smells strange. It smells like crap in here.
There's a nameplate on the door.
Uh,
Jim, you could have read the nameplate.
yeah, he just never reads it in the many visits. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter.
I just imagine he's like one of those villains and he's waiting and he turns around maniacally.
Yeah, his fingers are tented, and he's just like, "I've been waiting for you." His desk is neat and tidy, and meanwhile his theme is playing. But his desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. There it is. The song begins. Hello there. What can I do for you today? He's young and sort of rugged. Young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homework teacher told me to come and meet you. My name's Hisao Nakai.
Okay.
His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Sorry, gestures. Yes. Sorry. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and stuff. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why I even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly, 3 times a day, and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any rash stuff, like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke. But I don't. Wow. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport. Just have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Really? Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly.
I pushed out.
What?
You pushed out.
Huh?
You pushed out.
Huh. I sidestepped the question acceptably,
Oh, okay.
and he glances at me over his papers, with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you'll really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. Ah, you were. Very good. At any rate, as I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on his desk, obviously content. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I mushed out before I even realized it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gates or to the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. Wow. Yeah. It's like, how do these people know the layout of this place? I've never been here before. This is impossible. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us?
No, don't think like that.
One of us. One of us.
Kenji. Kenji comes down, swoops in for freedom.
I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. That is not how it works. Staying in one place is going to make it much less likely for you to get lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorm, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. Look at the unfinished fern painting with just the stick figure.
Just going down there, like, I need to make this stick figure, like, to get to him.
Yeah, I done good.
Wait, is Rin even there, or is this just like a secret epic meme reference?
No, not right now. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes me more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallway. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Noises, please. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. Master of deduction. Dude, that one guy didn't even immediately welcome me as his best friend. God, might as well only talk to girls for the rest of my life now.
That's what happens. Like, I just think it's kind of weird that there's no guy that he's just like, no, you're a cool dude, and hangs out with.
Dude, he should have hung out with Cane Man.
Like, even Cane Man, I'd be like, okay, yeah, this is just like a dude to hang out with, not just someone who's like, I'm gonna meet a girl I'm romantically involved with. That is going to be my life.
It will
Like,
be everything, and my only friends will be mutual friends.
Of that person, I will not make my own friends.
What is this noises? What the hell? Something's falling. Take over, Patrick.
If you didn't notice, no one would blame you, but this game takes place in Japan. One of the few things that actually say it takes place in Japan in the whole game is the exit sign. It's not in English. The game is English. Everything in it is English, but they felt like it needed to be kawaii. And what's more kawaii than Japan? Nothing. Except for me. Same with the gold. This scene, I don't think you ever come back to this scene area. This place in particular. I don't know. Just he said going back to his room, nothing really happening. I don't really remember what happens next. He goes on top. It's just introducing all the characters, really. That's just this first act. Introducing all the characters and a lot of She's named Misha, because they're the only ones who seem to actually not think he's the worst. So yeah, he's an okay dude. There, for some reason, you get really attached to him for no reason. Like all girls in this game seem to get really attached to Hiso. They're just like you out of everybody. everybody, you are the one. You are so bland and unlikable. I think you're the person I want to be with.
Dude, thank you for saying that about me.
Summer Hisao.
Oh, dude, Hisao, I'm pretty sure we deducted that Hisao must be the most handsome man alive.
Because, yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's just that, like, all these girls are just really attracted to him for no real reason.
Like, even the person who he has never spoken a word to in his life, is like sitting there just like, oh, that Hisao though. Oh, that Hisao though.
Heart condition.
Oh, have you heard that heartbeat? It's so arrhythmic.
It's dubstep.
I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly.
Oh no, Hisao, this is a rabbit hole you don't want to go down.
Hello? Is anyone home?
I want to be Mr. 117.
That's a shame, because that's me now.
Oh, God.
From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hisao Nakai, I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because it could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you, Isla? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood. Ugly curtains. It's no one's room. Impersonal, like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hick-chan. Even the parents are retards.
Wait. What?
Yeah. His parents call him that too. That's why he was talking about how he doesn't like the nickname. And never did. We've unpacked your thing.
Is this a thing in Japan?
I think.
You take someone's name and put Chan at the end?
I think. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad.
Except he never does.
Ever. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kinda hoped I would've. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing. Oh, I'm gonna burp. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day today, too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive.
Oh God.
It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted, having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew.
He dies.
This,
Finish me semicolon.
I think that's a good place to end this episode.
Forever.
We're never coming back after this. But this starts Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday, something along those lines. I know that this entire act takes place over exactly a week. So I say we end it here. We come back next time. Um, I think this is when we actually get introduced to most of the characters instead of just talking to the same two boring people. But probably not. Let's be honest.
It's whiskey. Oh God.
Oh,
Tired.
you are tired.
Yeah.
You are. Maybe we should just stop altogether.
Joy.
Here, wait. So that was episode 2 of this goddamn awful first act. Boring. It gets better. I swear to you, it does.
It does.
It does. It does.
Let's just hope we get down any route.
Let's hope we go down a quality route like Lilies. Why do so many people like that, man? End of episode. Good. I hate you all. Why would you watch this video for so long? Do something with your lives.